What's going on, guys? Just going to run through EU. It's been some nice clean price action, so I'm just going to cover it. Nice EU long. No, I said I wasn't going to get involved in any, but I'm just going to run through the price action. It's pretty clean, and then I'll just give my outlook. So higher time frames very similar. You know, after we've taken this low, got this impulsive move, broken this low, so I was anticipating a pullback into premium of the leg. So these two zones is what I've got marked up, what I'd be interested in to see what price action does once it hits them. Obviously I like to trade from the extremes. We have our liquidity to take on entry, but I will observe price once it hits this zone, and if the 15 minutes starts to show its intentions to be bearish and we get a 1 minute signal, I will also enter. But of course I'd like to be trading from the extremes and this being used as liquidity. A lot of the time you get your reactions and then the true move goes from here. So yeah, this is what I was looking at the 4 hour, and you can see this nice impulsive leg, break of structure, and then look at this price action now, starting to range. Something to keep an eye on. Let's go to the medium time frames where price action was clean. So during the session, I come, at 2:30 here in Thailand. So, and of course you get some internal market shifts here, which is nice, but not something I would look at being strong. I like to see the high that puts in the low get taken to show real conviction that buyers might be coming into the market, and we got that there. So, and I've seen it on the 1 hour. I was thinking, yeah, we're starting to get nice bullish price action. And if we didn't have the rules, that I like to use, where would you trade from? A lot of people would trade from this POI, this sweep liquidity, this, this causes break of structure here, was part of it. However, if we use our tool from the low to the high, this is in a premium, so we wouldn't look to get involved here. And then where would your next zone be if you wanted to trade? Something in discount that sweeps liquidity. So all the rules got met on our medium time frames, our sweep of liquidity, our break of structure, and we're in discount of the leg. So we can remove this one, and let's go to our refine zone. Right on the edge, deeper half of the zone, what I like. I'm pretty sure this was a nice engulfing on the 1 minute. Yeah, this one sweeps liquidity, this low, and then this nice engulfing here. I want this to get run. And using this one as our liquidity to take on entry, which is good. Nice to see. And a lot of people, it's going to come in, give that reaction, everyone's going to get FOMO, try and get involved, and then just like the 4 hour I mentioned, the true move going from here after early buyers being swept. So that's what I was starting to see with price action. You can see then enticing everyone to buy, thinking they're going to miss it in the move. And then we're just waiting. Also as well, I start to see is, if you use this whole zone, you do get this price action. We come in, we get our last point of supply here, we get our market shift, and then we're trading from what caused the move. You do get that price action within the zone, but you see when you tap the refine zone, I find that price just comes in and then it flies from the refine zones. So we're just waiting for the next retrace candle, bullish candle in this case. If you got a nice engulfing candle, even better. And then, yeah, 5R, 80% off, because in theory, this high is weak. Gives you a good reason to target. So you could take, your 5R, 80% off at 5R, and then run to the week high. So like 8R, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, obviously it's in bar replay, but you know, even live market did fly off. Starting to see that. Yeah. And starting to see this. Oh, went too fast. And yeah, takes a high and starting to see this. And I did not take this live, however, I did observe it in the moment, and I've just recorded this video, like back tested it, and I'm about to, you know, this is everything from my live session, I'm about to mark everything up and go through some stuff. And something I would maybe say, like, I said in the previous video I didn't want to trade against the 4 hour or look for you know, longs at this point. And I've said before, you don't need to be the first in the market trying to predict something happening. You're better trying to react. And this is more a reacting scenario for me. You know, once you get confirmation of this break of structure, you then have a 70% chance of this higher low, well, it being the higher low, to take the higher high. A lot of the time when you're trading against the 4 hour, this is just going to sweep the liquidity here and then, you know, sweep the lows. So myself, if I took this trade live and this smashed through my stop loss, I believe I would have been quite wound up with myself, because I told myself I didn't want to take longs against the 4 hour time frame. A lot of the time this is just going to come up and come back down without, you know, being aligned with like the 4 hour stuff like that, the higher time frame. And this is in hindsight, when we don't know it's going to continue bullish, you know. And then you get your confirmation after demand starts to show that it's in control by getting respected. But this is clean. What I'm going to say, you know, give myself some comments, and when I do my end of day, my markup, maybe I should have risked like 0.5%, 25%, something like that. But yeah, it is what it is. I stuck to trading, wanting to trade with the 4 hour, and at this point the 4 hour is still bearish. So last week what was happening with these trades, price was coming through and smashing them. So yeah, it is what it is. And if you didn't get involved, you know, it's nice when you get nice impulsive moves, you get some nice trades to take. And we've got this break of structure here, and I'll show you what I had marked up. You've probably maybe just seen it, but so obviously I didn't trade this, isn't in my session, but I had all this marked up. I had a refine zone in here, but yeah, I don't need to go into that now. But and I had this here, and I had this as the liquidity to take on entry for coming down into this zone. Exact same scenario as here. Liquidity, and we confirmation of the break of structure. And I had this like this, and of course we just seen where it reacted from. But the reason I done this is because I was following this trade live, and then my session finishes at 5. Obviously, I set an alert here, and then I had this marked up. And then the next day when I come to the charts and it's all played out to what I, you know, we've seen with my eyes, it gives you self-confidence that, you know, you're following price action, and it's, yeah, it's good for your confidence. So, however, I was looking to this get swept, come deeper, and then go. But yeah, this makes sense. Hopefully some of you guys caught longs, that'd be good. Let's see what price is now. Obviously I'm waiting to see how price reacts into these zones here. But these are the two zones I am looking at for any shorts if prices to continue bearish. And yeah, don't worry if you never caught this trade. There's good reasons to wait to let demand get respected. However, if you did catch the trade, it was a nice trade. Medium time frames, everything got met. It was a nice refine zone. But we're not trying to call bottoms when we're up for the month. We want to preserve our capital and take the more, when you're up for the month, you know, just look for the more high probable trades, and that would be in line with the higher time frame. So there's nothing wrong if you did take this, and there's nothing wrong with if you didn't take it either. It's just sometimes happens. But yeah, I'm just going to mark this up after this call, and maybe, you know, next time if I get the same opportunity, I'll risk like 25.5%. I know for a fact if this was to go like this and take me out, I would have been pissed, because I said I didn't want to take longs because price action was bearish, and this was happening in previous weeks. It's sometimes why I'll take a 3-hour trade, because I've taken, you know, break evens trading counter trend. It's nice to grab yourself some profit. Don't want to go against what I'm seeing in the market, get taken out, and then, you know, affect my psychology, be wound up because I went against what I was thinking, rather than just being disciplined, observing, waiting, building confidence. I was seeing this play out, and then I'm waiting for my next higher time frame zones. If this, say we come into here, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, say that this comes up into here and we get some 15-minute market shift, supply starts to hold, and we take a trade and take out all this liquidity. What do you want to take? A 1 to 5, a 1 to 8, or taking this with the 4 hour, with more confidence that you're with the higher time frame? Of course you don't need to take it for here, hold to this low, yada yada. I'm just saying, you know, trading with the higher time frame, your TP is going to get hit a lot more than your stop loss. So, yeah. But it was a nice and clean day, nice to get nice impulsive moves. I hope everyone has a good trading week, and yeah, I'll catch you in another video.